Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel for another one of my game reviews. In this video, we'll be taking a look at the zombie survival game Project Zomboid. Having hit Steam in 2013, it's seen a resurgence in popularity recently, and another video I've already done on the game picked up quite a number of views. So I figured it was time I did a proper review and helped all of you that are looking into a purchase decide whether it would be right for your tastes. So if you find this video useful, be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. It really does help me out, so it's very much appreciated. I've also been streaming Project Zomboid every day on Twitch, which is twitch.tv/Mr. Atomic Duck if you want to check out some of that gameplay live. And a big thank you to everyone that has done that from the first video I made. Okay, brief introduction and shameless self-promotion out of the way, let's get into the main video. Project Zomboid is a zombie survival game that prides itself on difficulty and learning from your mistakes. It's not a question of whether you'll survive, it's a question of how long. At some point, you will die. It's as simple as that. But with each life, especially when you first start playing, you'll learn new things and be more prepared for the next time. What I'm saying here is be prepared to die a lot when you get started, and know that this is completely normal. You'll get the hang of it after a fair bit of playtime, and with any luck, this will be one of the things that keeps you playing. Project Zomboid is currently available at £10 British or $15 US on Steam, which is pretty reasonable considering it's such a well-developed game. Sure, it's in early access, but don't let that scare you off. It's filled with content and can give you hundreds and hundreds of hours of playtime. One thing I would say for anyone interested in purchasing, make sure that you right-click on the game in your Steam library, select Properties, and then under the Betas tab, you can opt in for Build 41. This is the most recent build of Project Zomboid and is the far improved version, complete with new animations, combat mechanics, player models, and a hell of a lot more. The downside of playing this particular build is that there's no multiplayer just yet, so if you're looking to play with friends, you may want to hold off for the time being. If you're happy to play single player, however, then you are good to go. It's just something to consider. Project Zomboid's biggest strength is its depth. There are so many layers to this game, it puts any other survival game to shame in this regard, and I've played quite a few. Where most games of this genre make you think about the immediate future, usually in the form of gearing up with weapons, ammo, and armor, Project Zomboid focuses not only on the immediate experience of gearing up your character, but the long-term survival as well. For example, at particular points in the game, the water will stop flowing, and the power grid will go down. By this stage, you'll need to make sure that you're ready and have made appropriate arrangements. Trapping animals, foraging for food, farming, fishing, it's all possible and will probably be necessary if you end up surviving more than a couple of weeks. I won't give away too much as to some of the other events that you'll need to prepare for, as I know some people won't want to spoil that experience too much, but know that there is always going to be a goal for you to chase down. You'll always have a target to aim for, which is going to keep you alive for that extra day. The question is whether it's worth the risk, or will it end up being your downfall? On top of learning through deaths and getting to restart, you'll also have the chance to build your character completely different each time you play. You can select an occupation with different benefits for each, from mechanics to park rangers or police officers. Every occupation is going to excel in different areas, and to go with that, you'll also have skill points. You can select negative perks to give yourself points to spend on positive ones, or sometimes you'll need to take negative perks to make sure that your points equal 0 or more. For example, I like to make my character a slow reader, which increases the time it takes to read books, and a smoker, which of course means I need to take a smoke break every so often to keep myself in check. However, this might allow me to pick up some skill points like graceful, which allows me to move more quietly, or cat's eyes to see better in low light conditions. The possibilities are endless here, and you get to decide what's most important to you. Now, I've talked a lot about the positives, but Project Zomboid won't be for everyone. There's no multiplayer in the newest version of the game, which has been the case since the update came out in October of 2019. So if that's important to you, again, be warned. The graphic style is one that I think is unique, and it doesn't really come across as a negative for me, but of course, everyone is different and this may put you off. So there's that to consider too. It's also incredibly punishing. Sure, that's a good thing for some, but again, this is something that might turn off some other players. Lastly, I want to give a quick mention to the modding scene, as I know this is something that interests quite a lot of people with various different games. The modding for Project Zomboid is huge. You can change and add almost anything you could think of in the zombie apocalypse. Ever wanted to put yourself in the same situation as the movie I Am Legend? It's completely possible with mods. Zombies will burn up in the day and thus seek shelter inside structures, but are able to leave those structures at night and be completely safe, and will also run instead of shamble. You can also add NPCs if you want to via mods, but be aware that there are some bugs with this one at the moment. And other mods will just add new items. For example, I run one that adds SWAT related items to the game that are aimed to fill the gap between regular clothing and military gear found in police stations or vehicles. Weapon packs are of course available in abundance, and the interesting thing about the map mods for Project Zomboid is that they usually add areas to the existing map rather than create new ones entirely, which is a really cool way of expanding the playable area through mods. Overall, I would definitely recommend Project Zomboid to any survival fan or zombie fanatic out there. It's affordable and will offer you more depth than any other zombie survival game I've played in recent years. Just be prepared to play single player only for a while. Thanks for watching, guys, and again, if you enjoyed this video, it would be much appreciated if you can drop it a like or subscribe to the channel. I'll see you all in the next one.